All right, as you guys seen in the video, over the weekend I got the driver's floor and the passenger floor welded in the car. I got the passenger seat mounted. I also got, I'll turn the camera around here, but I got that panel that bolts in the car. And then I will also have, let's see if I can make, I'll also have another panel that goes right there for all the electronics and whatnot. Once I get all them tabs welded on there, I will be able to take the car apart and paint it. I still need to do the parachute release handle and just a few little odds and ends, tabs, and mount this and that, you know, just a few little things as we go. Throttle, I still don't have the throttle pedal in there. Like I said, hopefully I can talk Greg into coming down and we can get the some of that little tedious stuff that I'd like to have TIG welded in there. But overall, that's what we got going on. As soon as I'm done with that, I'll blow the car apart, take the motor out of it, take the front end apart, take the front end back off of it as far as the steel goes, and prep it to paint everything. And then I can start putting it back together for the final time as far as like putting some sheet metal in it, do the tunnel, the back half part of it. And then, man, it's starting to go back together. So then I'll start laying some wiring in it, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that as well. That's kind of what I like to do, is the wiring end of it, the electronics. So hopefully we can make a bitchin' piece out of it. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at with it. Like I said earlier in this video, this car is going to be like our #1 video creator pretty much. I'm going to do as much as I can with this car. This is my car that I've had since I was 15 years old, 14 years old. We bought it from a friend of my dad's that worked with him, and up out of Wenatchee, Washington. And it started off as pretty much a stock Chevelle. And then we built a motor. My dad and I built a motor together. Drove it through high school, had a pretty rowdy little cam in it. Drove it through high school. Then I met a friend that was in the cars, had a big blown Monte Carlo. He built me a little 327 that we put in it. Ran good, and then the car fell off the trailer. I wrecked it. When it fell off the trailer, it bent the frame, so I put a new frame under it. Then from there, like I said, this thing's been in so many different stages. From then, we hung new quarter panels on it. We fixed a bunch of stuff that was wrong with it this was back when I was just barely out of high school when all this happened. Then I raced it, basically with no cage in it, no nothing. The car would go, I don't know, I think it was going like 1170s at the time, 1160s. And then we decided to paint it. My buddy Ian helped me out, painted the car for me. This has been, it's been a while ago. I think he painted this thing back in 2011, 2012. I'd have to look, but it's been a while. It's definitely been through the ringer as far as the paint job goes. As you can see here, when I was mini tubbing the car 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I was cutting some stuff out of the inner structure of the quarter panel with a Sawzall, and I had a little bit of whiskey throttle on the Sawzall, and unfortunately that happened on both sides. But if you look at the paint, it's going to be hard to focus in. It doesn't look too bad for, I call it a race car. It looks pretty good once you wash it and clean it up. And I'll probably go ahead and do, once the car's kind of lined out, when I'm done, I'll probably take it in, scuff it all down, and we'll just paint over it. I'd like to go a darker color. This really kind of was, the car was going to be two-toned. And then I got the silver, which was going to be the top color and the jams. And then I decided it'd be easier just to put stripes on it, so we painted it to silver or gray, light gray, and that's kind of what we went with it. Then we put a cage in it shortly after we painted the car. Seth and I did, and and then we kind of hit the ground running with it. It started off, I built a 383 for it. We'll go like 1050s, 1060s on a little bit of nitrous. Then we upped the nitrous. I think I got it to go 1008 or something like that with my small block. And then I built a 471 big block Chevy. We put in it, and the car would go like 1090s on the motor, and like a 250 shot would go like 980s. I think I got it to go like a 971 or something. And then my buddy Dan hooked me up with the 546 that's in the car now, made me a smoking deal, worked the deal out where I was able to make that work financially. And then we put the 546 in it with a single entry plate. And then the single entry plate lasted a little while, and then I ended up putting a Nitrous Express dual entry plate in it and ran it like 2 different systems. I'd run like 450, and the car ran pretty good. I didn't really have it on the clocks very often. Actually, I never did with any kind of big jet in it, but it would usually run, well, it went 590 at 3,620 pounds with a 200 shot. And then we went to Medford, which is a little bit worse there, and with a 350 shot, it went, what'd it go? I think it went 570, and then it went 911, and I ran out of gear at about 1,000 feet, so I let off and coasted, and it went 911 at 146, I think, to the quarter. Like I said, coasted about 1,000 feet. And that was like the only time I was really ever on the clocks with this motor. I did a bunch of street racing with it and stuff like that. And then that's what brought me to this point. So I decided to cut the car apart, redo the cage. And then, like I said, I've had countless help from friends and stuff as far as like doing the chassis. My buddy Greg, if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be nothing like it is. So I have to give him most of the credit, but you know, my buddy Seth, he always helps. You know, Rick, Greg's brother, he's always willing to help. Shane, all my buddies, dude, they're all great people. But anyway, that's kind of what we got going on. That's the story behind the Chevelle. I'll poke in a couple pictures and stuff as from when I started with the car and to what it is right now. And the goal is to have it running and tested and tuned and everything around May. I'd like to have it running by May. And like I said, I'll just keep keeping you guys up to date on what we got going on, and hopefully you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys later.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's
What's going on, guys? We are back out here in the shop today working on the Chevelle. I wanted to kind of do an update on the Chevelle. We started doing the tin work on it last weekend, so we got the wheel tubs in it, both wheel tubs in it last weekend, and last night and tonight I'm going to try to get the passenger floor all mocked up and maybe tacked in tonight. It's 9 o'clock. I wanted to wait till it cooled off. It's still like 90 degrees at 7 o'clock this afternoon, so I wanted to wait until it cooled off. But I just wanted to take you guys along the journey on putting this bad boy back together. That light shining right in our eyes, but I'll flip the camera around. There's a driver's floor. Got it all kind of tacked in there last night. Wheel tubs, you can kind of see I made a template here. It's gonna just continue up once, you know, I'll take that out or whatever, but that'll continue up into that tub. You can kind of see the tubs up in here. Yes, they look like huge tubs, and they are, but this car will be a small tire car. I don't ever plan on putting it on big tires, but I just wanted to make it where it will clear a big tire if something comes up, say a street race or something where I can fit in on a big tire. I just figured that I'd make the car clear a big tire since I'm getting it this far. But anyways, this video is going to be kind of stretched out a little bit here and there. I'm going to, as I go along here doing the sheet metal work, getting interior all fitted and stuff, I'll kind of go in stages. But hopefully you guys enjoy this little Chevelle update. And like I said, it's kind of I'm super pumped to get this car back together. I can't wait. I'm hoping that everything kind of goes together as it should, because everybody knows I'll probably have some new car blues, you know, trying to figure some of the stuff out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this little part of the video. And basically the whole reason I started the channel was because of this car. So this is going to be like my main content creator. So I'll take you guys along with me when I'm testing, when I'm going to the track, when I'm going out on the street to test, when I'm going to a street race. I'll be in the car. I'll have cameras in the car and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys tag along with me on this deal. And I promise the content will get better as we go. But anyways, that's where we're at now. Starting to cut the first panel for the passenger side floorboard. Starting now. See you guys.